Hey, I'm Kevin. It's day 8 and welcome back. Today we're going to check out the B minor chord. So in the last session we checked out B minor 7, which is kind of the introduction to bar chords, but now we're going to dive in fully and start kind of working our way into the bar chord world. So we're going to check out this chord. I've got a nice chord progression laid out for us to play together, so get tuned up and let's get to it. Hey, before we get started, I just wanted to tell you, if you'd like to support the All For Uke community, you can do so by buying Kala ukes. I have these on my website, allforuke.com/shop. Tenors, sopranos, concerts, baritones, we've got it all. Check them out, support All For Uke by buying Kala. Let's talk about the B minor chord. So, in last session we talked about B minor 7, which is just barring the entire 2nd fret here with our index finger. So to play B minor, all we're going to do is we're going to add our ring finger to the 4th fret on the G string. So instead of just having the bar, now we have a bar and our ring finger. So the important aspect of this is making sure you're really on your fingertip here with your ring finger. If your finger's laying down at all, you'll kind of lose some of these notes below it. So the essence of a bar chord is trying to really create a flat finger and good pressure with the bar. And you can also do that, as I mentioned last time, you can also use your middle finger here to help you press down all of these strings for this bar, and then add your ring finger here for the B minor chord. So the chord will sound like this, whether I have my middle finger bracing that or not. So this is a nice kind of entrance into bar chords. B minor appears in the key of D, so you're going to start seeing it in more songs that you play. So I thought it'd be a good idea to start tackling that now and work it into a chord progression that you guys might encounter somewhere along the way. All right, so the best way to kind of start working on this chord is to incorporate it with another chord. So a common switch that you'll see is going from B minor to an A major chord. They fall within the same key most of the time, so it's a really nice one to learn and a pretty easy one to learn. So the way that I like to make this chord transition is when I'm playing B minor here, I have my ring finger already in place. So one option that you have is to go to A from there is you slide your ring finger down to the 2nd fret on the G string and then put your middle finger down on the C string of the 1st fret. So that keeps your ring finger in place, sliding across the G string. So all you do is kind of move back and forth with your ring, keeping your hands nice and close here to the fretboard, and then laying your index finger down when you're ready for the B minor. So we're going to try that with the strumming pattern, up, down, up, mute. So when we do that on the A chord, up, down, up, mute, you can either use the strumming hand here, or you can use the fretting hand mute, in which case you would do the ring finger on the strings here to make that dead and mute sound. So let's try this. We're going to go 2 times per chord, back and forth between B minor and A major. So you can play your A major with middle and index, or ring and middle, your choice. So here we go, nice and slow. I'm going to count us in with a 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. All right, so since we're advancing a little further in our playing here, I thought it was a good time to kind of extend out our chord progression. So now we're going to have kind of an A section and a B section. So just essentially think of it as a longer chord progression. So we'll do a total of 8 chords here. So if you want to check out the chord progression right below me here, I'm just going to kind of walk through this here with my fretting hand to show you the moves that we're going to go through. So we're starting here on B minor. Then we move to B minor 7. So all we do is we remove our ring finger from that chord, and now we're just fretting the entire 2nd fret. From there we move to an A chord. So I'm going to take my middle finger down and my index finger on the C string. And then we're going to move to an F sharp minor, which we covered earlier in this series. So to make that switch, we just add our ring finger here to the E string on the 2nd fret. And then we move to a D major chord. So our middle finger stays here on the G string 2nd fret. We move our ring finger up to the C string, pinky to the E string, and now we have this 3-finger chord. Then we move back to A. So all we do is we pick up our ring and pinky, put our index down on the C string, and we have an A chord. We move back to F sharp minor, and then we end the entire sequence by barring the entire 2nd fret for our B minor 7. So that's going to sound nice when we put it all together with the strumming pattern. So we're going to do this nice and slow here, 2 times per chord. We're going to do a 4 count in. Same strumming pattern, up, down, up, mute. You can do that by, again, muting here with your strumming hand, or if you want to mute here with your fretting hand. I'll try to do a combination of both so you can hear in context. So we'll go nice and slow through this progression 1 time. So here we go, starting on B minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, up, down, up, down, up, B minor 7, to the A, F sharp minor, to the D, to the A, F sharp minor, B minor 7. All right, so it's time for the metronome. Now I just want to mention here, I'm going to be muting here mostly with my fretting hand for this sequence. If you want to learn more about muting / chucking, I have a video, I'll leave a link in the description, that talks about that in depth, so you can really work on how to mute each individual chord here. But today, I just kind of want to cover this B minor chord. So we're going to do this with the metronome, 90 beats per minute. I'll count us in. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you're smiling. I know this is a little more challenging, but just try to embrace the challenge. This is how you get better. This is how you improve your skill set. And I promise it's going to be worth it. All right, here we go at 90 BPM. Let's have some fun with this one. Here we go. We're going to go through it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Up, down, up, down, and A. F sharp minor to the D and A. F sharp minor, B minor 7, back to B minor, B minor 7, and A, F sharp minor, to the D, and A, F sharp minor, B minor 7, back to B minor. Keep it going, it's a test of endurance. B minor 7, and A, F sharp minor, to the D, and A, F sharp minor, B minor 7. Last time, let's make it your best. B minor, minor 7, to the A, F sharp minor, to the D, back to A. Now we're singing F sharp minor, B minor 7, 2, 3, 4. Whew! All those B minors wore me out. I hope you guys are feeling good about this. I know bar chords can be challenging and kind of defeating, but I promise you, if you stick with them, do them a little bit every day, work them into your routine, it's going to become more comfortable, you're going to build more confidence, and you're going to be able to play them, I promise you. I thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure you guys comment below. Let me know how your experience is going with this series. Are you kickstarting with me around the world? If so, leave your flag in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. Subscribe to the YouTube channel here if you don't mind, so you know when all the videos are coming your way. We've got a lot of cool stuff coming your way in 2021. Thanks so much for learning with me. My name's Kevin. I'll see you next time.